here for the third round of Survivor. Figured I'd let them bowl a couple of frames before I started filming. We're here on 5 and 6 in the fourth frame. Zach Martinez there just left a stone 9. With a spare, he'll be at a 1. He starts spare, strike, spare, then hopefully for him a nice one here. Zach's the qualifying leader. Survived his last round, his first round that he had to bowl. While here on 5, Levi Fattel shooting at Dave Doublewood's air doesn't convert. So he started with a spare double, but unfortunately doesn't make that. So miscue there. So he's in early on is at the bottom of the list. There's actually 12 people left in scratch, but there's only 8 bowling here because the other 4 are a few pairs over to the left, to the right. You can see Danny Covine there in the distance. He, Josh Helmick, Brian Monette, and Trey Sledge are bowling over down there. First 2 rounds there were 5 bowlers on a pair. Now there's only 4 on each pair because now there's 12 left. So there's 3 pairs with 4 people on them. Zach was a 4-8 and whips it. William Yoder is Dutch 200 game going here with a spare. Left 2 10 pins on that right line and then that was with the face. Chris Ortega here also. I've been calling him Chris Ortega. I don't know which one he is. I'm really sorry about this. I'm not totally informed on that. Let's just, from now on, I'll just call him the mystery bowler. How about that? This mystery bowler had a Dutch game going until that spare. Levi threw a double, and now a couple of loose shots, so covers that spare though. That spare though is infinitely easier than the double wood. That spare's not double wood, you can easily hook by it or chop it. That spare's pretty easy. Maybe either throw your strike line or move order to right of your strike line. Oh, boy, Zach almost leaves a big 4 there. She breaks it down to the 4-7. That's a huge break, particularly after he missed a spare in the last frame. Shaker 8 for Levi. Levi's looks like he's getting a little quick. Just looks like he's getting a little bit too aggressive. Oh no. Whoa. Boy, Zach, I guarantee you, he and I both thought that was missing for sure, and it hung on and just clips the 4. So, my newly dubbed mystery bowler is up here on 5 and 6. I've been calling him Chris because I'm not actually sure which is correct. There's a couple guys that I'm not familiar with here, so I'm gonna have to call him Mystery A and Mystery B, maybe. Mystery Mystery A throws a strike. Zach with a fast 8. While Akeem Williams started with an open, but made 2 spares and then had a 3-bagger going until that shot, but he avoids a split. Leaves a relatively easy 4-7. And William Yoder's Dutch 200 game is still going. This with a spare here. Dutch 200 right now is good enough to be in good shape, but guarantee you he wants to throw at least one more double to be really safe. William throwing, I believe, the Ebonite Mission X. The ball's been around for a couple years, and a couple of people still use it a lot. Del Warner throws it quite a bit. It's a strong ball, real good early reading ball. Not a pretty smooth back end reaction. Good in a lot of oil, and good when you're trying to smooth out the back end. Levi drifts high forfeit. That one was actually a little bit left. He kind of tried to square up there, and he still hit the pocket, but not gonna. Oh, misses that forepin. See, he tried to hook at that spare. I really don't, I tried to hook at those a couple of times. Particularly yesterday, it didn't work out so well. I'm a big advocate of not hooking at that, because you just never know what's going to happen. If you lose your balance at the end, or you throw a really bad one, you can easily whip that, hooking at that. Zach runs out of strike there. Came back just behind me to left. It was saying, I keep moving left, and my ball still won't push. That time he obviously finally moved enough left. William Yoder is still Dutch through 8 frames. And here's Mystery A, behind about 10 people. Brooklyn strike. Well, Sarah left a stone 9-pin there and hurt 9 frames. That's going to hurt her. Right now it looks like Mystery B, who is a backup two-handed bowler, is in last over there as of right now. Back-to-back flat 10s over there, but he's in the 200s. So while over here, Zach and Levi are tied right now for the lowest score. They both have 123 through 7. They both have strikes up in the 8th. So this is the biggest shot of the match for Zach. Good news, bad news. Bad news is he threw a bad shot and didn't strike when he needed it. And even more bad news, Levi strikes, but Zach could have easily split there. Only leaves the 3-pin, but Levi has the advantage now with a 10-pin lead and a double working. Zach's in trouble now. Best he can shoot is 193. Levi's already at that. So he's going to need to strike out and then hope that Levi doesn't strike in the first ball in the 10th. Sarah Vargas is going to be in the 2 teens over there. She'll strike for 212. And Tez is shooting another tidy 230 game. Yeah, 230s. If he strikes, 232. Meanwhile, Mystery A was lucky to not leave a 4.9 there, so he stays in the 190s, and Zach, unfortunately, flat 10s. So he's going to need an open from either Mystery A or Levi to have a chance. Tez with 231. Shoots 230 with such ease, doesn't he? He just gets in a rhythm, and even when he doesn't bowl 100%, he still easily shoots good scores. Meanwhile, Mystery B over there just threw a 3-bagger. So he has 213 left, and Akeem Williams also is at 213 right now. No, Akeem can strike out for 213. Oh, trip 4. So that strike there makes Mr. Backup, I just call him that, strike again, and he does. Boy, that boy shreds the rack. I'll tell you what. Now Akeem has to strike, or else he's out. That's wide. And after barely surviving the last round, Akeem Williams is done. Meanwhile, William Yoder did finally get a strike on the right lane and struck first ball. That was a test shot, shoots 218, so he's going to be moving on. Akeem, unfortunately, is not. Bowled a pretty good game, 203. Just wasn't enough to move him on. Levi here now, Mark to move on. Oh my. Woo! Oh no. Wow. Boy, he almost got a huge break not washing out, but then he gets a horrible break with the 2-pin getting knocked out of that 1-2-4. Now he has the 1-4 washout, and this makes this spare a lot more difficult. If he doesn't make it, he loses. He missed it. He's done. Wow. And after looking like for sure he was going to be done, Zach Martinez escapes by his fingernails. Boy, those are two crazy finishes the last couple of games on these pairs. First, John needs 9 on his second ball in the 10th to beat Akeem. He gets 7 and then misses it to lose. And Levi with that. Boy, I'll tell you what. You know, you could rationalize that as saying, well, he could have easily washed out, but usually it's a lot harder to leave a 1-4 and get the 2 out of that than to wash out. That was really a bad break, to be honest with you. Even though he could have washed out, that was an even worse break. There, getting that 2-pin out of that. Without the 6-pin there, it's just so much different visually. It's really not that much different the way you shoot it, but visually it's really different. Wow, after another crazy finish, and we still got a long way to go here. We're gonna have 9 people left after this round, so we'll do a reset and come back for round number 4.